students, I hope you all have understood the previous topic of adjectives. Now here, this video is an extension of that topic only, as it states about the degrees of comparison. All right, so now let us learn and understand more about the topic. An adjective of quality changes its form when it is used to compare one noun with another. Now here I would like to state that you must have understood what is the adjective of quality. So when it changes its form, when it is used to compare one noun with another, it is called the degree of comparison of an adjective. As I said that this video is an extension to the previous video, the topic adjectives. So here we are going to learn about the comparison of the adjectives. There are 3 degrees of comparison. The first one is the positive degree, which is the adjective itself. Then the second one is the comparative degree, where we are comparing the adjectives with 2 people. Suppose tall. So, and if we say taller, so Raghav is a tall boy, but when we compare it with some other boy, we use the word Raghav is taller than Rohan. So that becomes the comparative degree. And when we talk about the 3rd degree, that is the superlative degree, we talk about that Raghav is the tallest boy in the class. So that becomes the superlative degree. All right. The positive degree is used to refer to one object, person, or place without making any comparison. So when we are not making any comparison and we are using the adjective in its positive form, it is called as the positive degree. The next one, the positive degree is used to refer to one object, person, or place without making any comparison with anything else. Like, for example, she has a big house. So now here you can see that there is no comparison. So big house, the word big is the positive degree of the adjective. Now, when we use to compare 2 objects, places, or people, it becomes the comparative degree. Like, her house is bigger than my house. Now here we are comparing 2 houses. So we can say that her house is bigger than my house. So that is the comparative degree here. The superlative degree refers to the greatest degree of the adjective. It is used to compare more than 2 objects, people, or places. As I said that the superlative degree is the greatest degree of adjective. Now, for example, it is used to compare more than 2 objects, people, or places. And the example is, his house is the biggest of all. So now if we are comparing, if we are saying more than 2 objects, then it becomes the superlative degree. Now, we have to know the rules. How do the adjective change its form from the positive to the comparative and to the superlative degrees? So now these rules are very important, children. We add ER and EST to most 1 or 2 syllable words that end in the consonants. So the basic one is that you add ER or EST. As we say, positive degree is dull, comparative becomes duller, and superlative becomes dullest. So this is the very common thing when we change the positive by adding ER to make it comparative and EST to make it superlative. One more example can be given here: bright, brighter, brightest, deep, deeper, deepest. All right. So all these are the basic changes to be done in the comparative and the superlative degrees of the adjective. Now the next one is when the positive ends in E, we add only R and ST to the adjective. Now this you have to keep it in mind, that when there is an E in the last of the adjective, so we add only R or ST to the adjective. For example, The word is large. So it is ending with E. So we make it larger and superlative becomes largest. The next one is when the positive ends in consonant plus Y. We drop the Y and add IER and IST to the respective comparative and the superlative degrees. For example, the word lucky, which ends with Y. So we are dropping Y and making it as IER to make it as the comparative degree, that becomes luckier, and IEST to make it the superlative degree, that is the luckiest. So lucky becomes luckier and luckiest. When the positive is a word of one syllable that ends in a vowel plus consonant, we double the ending consonants and then add ER and EST. That means when we have a vowel before a consonant, then what do? We just double the consonant. Like for example, red. Red becomes redder, reddest. The next example is big. Why? Because I is the vowel and G is the consonant there. So it becomes big, bigger, biggest. So this is another rule that you have to keep it in mind. Now, when the positive is long, i.e. Is a word of two or more syllables, we add more and most before the adjectives to form the comparative and the superlative degrees. For example, useful. Now, useful is a two-syllable word. So, while making it into the comparative degree, we can use more useful and the superlative degree becomes most useful. So we add more and most to make it comparative and the superlative degrees respectively. There are some adjectives that do not form the comparatives and the superlative degrees from their positives. So they are also called as irregular degrees of comparison. So in short, we can say that the words change completely in the comparative and the superlative degrees. For example, good. Now, good is the positive degree, which becomes better in the comparative degree and best in the superlative degree. So, good, better, best. And the other example is bad, worse, worst. These are known as the irregular degrees of comparison. Children, you always have to remember that we use than with the comparative degree and use the with the superlative degree. When you have to identify whether it is a comparative or whether it is a superlative degree, you have to just remember the keywords, that is than and the. Like Mohan is shorter than Ricky. Now shorter is the degree of comparison, comparative degree, and it is used with the word than. The next example is Falguni is the shortest girl in the class. Now we know that superlative degree is shortest, and just before shortest, the word the is used. So this is another rule that we have to keep it in mind always, that we use than with the comparative degree and we use the with the superlative degree. Now, children, with this, we come to an end of the explanation of the degrees of comparison. I think you all have understood the chapter well. And if yes, then you will be able to do all the related exercises given in your workbook. All right. I hope you can do them correctly. So, bye-bye. Take care and happy learning.